Hello and welcome to the AEW Double or Nothing Wrestling Talk Show with Rhys Jones and
Sure. Reactions. One match that was if my colleague can find it.
yeah, I have it and just so moved maybe the wrong word. The match they decided to put on the buy-in was the 6-man tag team match.
Yes. As
The Hardy Boys of Hardy Traitors, as I like to call them.
and the AEW champion Hook took on All Ego Ethan Page and the Guns of Austin and Colton Gunn, with a stipulation that if the Hardy Boys and Hook win this match, then Matt Hardy will take ownership of Ethan Page's contract.
Well, after 15 minutes and 10 seconds, the winners of the match were Hardy Boys and Hook.
Which means that Hardy owns Ethan Page's contract.
Oh, what a shame.
Not. Next, we had a 21-man on the main card even. On the main card, we had a 21-man blackjack battle royal match for the AEW International Championship.
Okay, so we are gonna go through everyone who was in the match, but we'll do it by doing the order of elimination.
Starting off with
First to go was Tony Nese.
Ben.
Soon you have it.
Ari Davari. I have it, yes.
Then it was Commando.
Then Kip Sabian.
Then Chuck Taylor said bye-bye.
As did the Butcher and the Blade.
Then Bandino did.
Then Lee Moriarty and Trent Barretta went.
As did Trent Bruter.
Yes.
Unfortunately, so did Keith Lee.
Ray Phoenix and the leader of the Bullet Club, Juice Robinson, went.
So did Jay White and Ricky Starks.
Brian Cage and Dustin Rhodes went.
Don't you mean Goldust?
Copyright.
Which left Penta El Zero Miedo,
El Zero Miedo.
Big Cash,
We mean Big Bill.
and Isaiah Swerve Scott.
We mean Isaiah. We mean Swerve Strickland.
So first, Big Cash went,
We mean Big Bill.
which left the current international
Hey, that's my stick. That's my stick.
champion, Precious Sweet Orange Cassidy, and Swerve Scott.
Swerve Strickland.
After this 22 and a half minutes blackjack battle royal, Orange Cassidy was able to eliminate Swerve Scott
Swerve Strickland.
and retain the AEW International Championship.
Yes. Next, we have a match that has gotten very personal, as this match was unsanctioned, as Adam Cole, took on Chris Jericho in an unsanctioned match.
The one thing I will say about this, I'm surprised they put it on second.
Or third.
Well, second to the actual live pay-per-view.
True. With Sabu being a special guest enforcer for this match, and it wasn't long before he had to get his hands dirty.
Of course it wasn't.
By throwing steel chair in someone's face and putting someone through a table in typical fashion.
Well, what did you expect? Did you expect that the Jericho Appreciation Society wouldn't get involved in this whatsoever?
Yeah, it's the JAS we're talking about.
But in the end, this was not decided by pinfall or submission. It was decided by a referee stoppage.
Yes, because Adam Cole at this point had knocked out Chris Jericho.
I still say it again. This to me feels like it's going to be the Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Undisputed Era, or whatever they end up calling themselves, in War Games. I mean Blood and Guts. Which is a match that Adam Cole has a wee bit of experience in from a company that must not be named.
Yeah. Next, we move on to our next championship match, which is for the AEW World Tag Team titles, as FTR of Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler
Would defend against JEWF, JARRETT, Jack Jarrett, and Jamie, who would be accompanied by Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and
Satnam Singh.
Too bad for them in the end. After 20 minutes, it didn't make a difference.
No, it didn't really.
And considering how FTR were and still are fresh into their second reign as tag team champions, I didn't really expect it to.
Same. Next, we move on to a ladder match for the AEW TNT title, as Wardlow put his title on the line against Christian Cage.
Christian Cage, in his mainly down to his time in a company that must not be named. In fact, I would probably say, I would say maybe companies that must not be named if you include when he worked in 2007. He's no stranger to a ladder in a match.
No, he's not.
Of course, you could put another two initials in there.
That is
T and C.
Oh, yeah.
But a ladder match is the same thing.
And again, that was interference with Christian Cage's big muscle man in Luchasaurus.
You mean attempted interference?
But then again, Wardlow didn't have any grasp of his own corner of a certain Arn Anderson.
But when you put that together, along with the fact that, given his age, and where he is in his career. Christian is at the point where he's basically there to help put other people over. Now that doesn't mean that he can't win the championship. However, it is not to be the case on this match.
No, because Wardlow managed to grab the title above the ring and win the match.
The next match was for the AEW Women's World Championship. As Tony Storm, accompanied by the Outcasts of Paige and Ruby Riott, would take on Jamie Hayter.
Now, Tony Storm makes her way down to the ring, and Hayter's music goes off once. She doesn't show up. Music goes off again. Turns out Hayter was blindsided on her way to the ring by Saraya and Ruby Soho.
Shocking.
Yes, but then again, to her credit, Hayter got in the ring and started the match. Although,
Well, can we class this as a squash?
Not really, considering Hayter was jumping behind.
Is the part of me thinks that the reason they did that, and the reason that the match itself was so short, was down to reports of last week where this match may be pulled from the card altogether.
As we mentioned in our pre-show, because the winner of the match and new AEW Women's World Champion for the second time, Storm.
As Tony Storm takes back the championship from the person who defeated her to become the interim champion. When the happened, yes, this is going to be a nice, interesting match. As we have what the hell is an open house rules 6-man tag team match?
I have no idea. Let's just call it a 6-man tag championship.
Let's call it what it is. It's the AEW 6-man tag team championships. Just call them what they are.
As the House of Black,
Alistair Black,
Rudy King, and Buddy Matthews.
You mean Buddy Murphy?
Put the titles on the line against the Acclaimed of Anthony Bowens and Max Caster and Danny Ass, Billy
Gunn. 6-man tag team matches are a pain in the ass to call as they are.
They are.
This was, I would say, a back and forth match for 15 minutes.
Yes.
6-man tag team matches are meant to be chaos.
Yes. We'll cut the long story short.
The winners of the match and still AEW World Trios Champions. The House of Black.
Now we move on to a match for the AEW TBS Championship as the female Goldberg, Jade Cargill,
Defense
on the line
against
Valkyrie,
aka Mrs. Morton.
Yes. Cargill would be coming to the ring alone, as she had Smart Mark Sterling and her only remaining baddie, Leela Gray in her corner.
This is going to be slightly quick because it's more interesting of something else that happened. So Tyler luckily put up a decent effort.
She did.
But in the end, it was Jade Cargill who won the match to go 60-0 in AEW. To put that in perspective, that is more than double the undefeated streak in a company that must not be named and at a show that must not be named. But then Smartmouth, Mark Sterling. See, when you go 60-0 undefeated, you get a little bit cocky.
Yes, Mark Sterling would get in the ring and issue an open challenge for Jade Cargill's TBS Championship.
Yes.
And the music.
Yes. So, for one thing, they're in what is arguably the gambling capital of the world in Las Vegas. So, Jade Cargill's company decides they want to double her amount of wins for the night. The only downside to that is that they ended up with nothing.
Yes.
Because the open challenge was answered by Chris Statlander, who made the return after suffering a torn ACL and meniscus in her right leg back in August of last year.
So the bell rings. Cargill tries to go for an early win. Tries to go for Jaded. Statlander counters and hits her finisher, which is known as a Saturday Night Fever kind of name. Covers Cargill 1, 2, 3.
All this in less than a minute. So the winner of the match and new TBS champion is Chris Statlander, and Jade Cargill suffered her first loss in AEW, putting her record now to 60-1.
Now we move on to our first of two main events.
Yes, fatal four-way for the AEW World Championship as The Miz 2.0 in MJF defends against Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin,
who alongside his wife Ty Conti / Mello is expecting a first child, so we send our congratulations on the AEW'S talk show to Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti,
Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
And again, as fatal four ways go, chaos everywhere you look.
But I don't think that the match was in too much of doubt, as the winner of the match and still AEW World Champion is MJF. And given what was known to be happening, but officially announced on yesterday's Dynamite. What are the chances that, maybe not necessarily at Forbidden Door, which comes up at the end of June,
It does.
but at All In, one or the other, we are likely going to get MJF versus CM Punk.
Yes, we're gonna get that. Now we move on to our second main event of the night of Anarchy in the Arena.
As for Blackpool Combat Club of Daniel Bryan,
Brian Danielson,
Dean Ambrose,
John Moxley,
and Cesaro,
Cody Castagnoli,
and Wheeler Yatta.
Houston took on the elite of Kenny Omega, Bucks, and Hangman Adam Page.
I think Anarchy sums this up pretty well.
They were brawling all through the crowd. They had a fight with the singers that were doing John Moxley's theme song. There was a super kick that was hit onto Moxley, which one of the Young Bucks' leg exploded. With pyrotechnics. It was, pretty much all over the place.
But the team that came out on top was the Blackpool Combat Club.
All thanks to Takanui Takashita, who attacked Kenny Omega in the ring, turning heel and aligning himself with Don Callis. So let's run you through the AEW Double or Nothing card one more time.
In the buy-in match, the Hardy Boys and Hook defeated Ethan Page and the Guns, giving Matt Hardy control of Ethan Page's contract.
Orange Cassidy retained his AEW International Championship against Will Strickland in a 21-man blackjack battle royal.
Adam Cole defeated Chris Jericho in an unsanctioned match by referee stoppage.
FTR retained the AEW World Tag Team titles against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Wardlow retained the AEW TNT Championship against Christian Cage in a ladder match.
Tony Storm defeated Jamie Hayter to become the new AEW Women's World Champion.
The House of Black retained the AEW World Trios Championship by defeating the Acclaimed.
Jade Cargill initially retained her TBS Championship against Taya Valkyrie, but then immediately lost it to a returning Chris Statlander and for Chris Statlander to become the new AEW TBS Champion.
MJF retained the AEW World Championship in a fatal four-way match against Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
And finally, in the Anarchy in the Arena, BCC defeated the Elite.
So that does it for AEW's Double or Nothing. In the coming weeks, AEW have a interesting few things coming up. One with the launch of a new show on Saturdays,
which is by the name of AEW Collision.
And in something fairly familiar to us, and may or may not come up, the release of their first ever video game.
Yes, AEW Fight Forever. Till then, he's been
Reese Jones, and he's been
Sean Smith, and we will see you soon, or maybe not, for our review of AEW Fight Forever.